I sit on my couch and wait for my food. Irene's food addiction is overwhelming. How big is she? Houston. Why is it always in Houston, Texas, bro? The food be too damn good over there, right? All y'all big bags be going to, y'all be in Houston. Oh heavens. Girl, I know it stinks in there. I'm sorry. I can only imagine the smell. 10 counts of bounce that ass. Okay.
My daily life is such a struggle now because of how my size have gotten.
Yeah. Holy,
It's
okay.
hard for me to do things because of my weight. So I rely on my family and friends to help me do what I have to do. Even with all the weight I have on me now, I'm still able to get around and do some basic things myself, like cleaning myself on my own still. So I push myself to do that. But it's hard. It's very hard.
I know
When
it
you're
is.
my size, you have so many areas you have to keep clean. I get out of breath and it's very painful. So I can barely handle finishing. So I'm never fully clean because I can't do it all at once. I really have to take a shower like twice a day in order to get very clean. And it's hard not to smell, but I want my family to try to help me with it, you know.
The thing is, if you see yourself getting this big and you see how hard it is to live like this, why don't y'all just start making a change? I know food is addicting as hell, but at some point, bro, like I've been addicted to food too, but I know when to stop. Could it be that freaking bad to the point where you just keep eating although your quality of life is getting shit?
Usually it's my niece Mimi or my caretaker Cameo that has to help me most. I try to limit it to getting me what I need. But you know, the reality is, can't do it on my own sometimes. And once I get dressed, I still have to rest a bit. Because of how tired that makes me, I'm exhausted already. And I know it's that way because of how I eat.
At least you know.
Eating is what I do most of the day. It's the only thing to bring me the pleasure that I want. Is what I look forward to constantly.
Or you don't need that pleasure anymore. You've already had too much pleasure. I can tell by how you're looking. You struggle to live your life. You don't need that pleasure anymore. Go find other stuff and pleasure yourself with. Get a roast toy or something. You don't need this type of pleasure.
Either Trina or my niece will give me my first meal of the day. They know what I like and they just bring it to me.
Move in with me. You're not getting what you want. All right? You're going to lose this weight. You can't take care of yourself. If you keep going at this point, I'm going to have to take care of you. I got my own life to live. So if you're with me, you're going to be jogging. You're going to be working out.
To bring the chicken.
Yes, because I'm hungry.
Oh,
You're not hungry.
Trina.
so you mean to tell me you finna eat all this chicken? You wanted all this? Irene, really?
Stop it. So you buy it for her and then you try to guilt trip her.
I just want to be left alone to eat. I don't want to hear all that. But they at least still bring me what I want. So I can overlook that. Plus, when I'm eating, it helps me forget everything else and block out a lot. You know, because when I have any of my favorite foods, all the hurt of me is taken away until the food is gone.
You ain't even offer me a piece of chicken.
Of course you won't.
Nah, I don't want no chicken. I mean baked chicken. I'm trying to eat healthy for the kids, you know?
Okay.
You got your children, I don't have my children.
Irene.
I'm tired of crying, I'm tired of praying.
Don't never say you get tired of praying.
I ain't mean to say that.
Yeah.
But because I pray every day.
Pray without ceasing.
That my kids come home.
But anyway, I know I have to go to work.
Okay, thank you, friend.
And I love you and ain't nothing you can do about it.
And this is kind of sad though, because she uses food as a coping mechanism because of all the shitty stuff she's going through in her life, and she feels free when she's doing it. But then that's kind of hurting her simultaneously. Like it's helping her, but it's hurting her more than it's helping her. And she says she wants her kids to come home or something. Like her kids, if she keeps doing it, she's not gonna be able to see her kids ever again.
Whenever I have something to eat, I will not stop until I eat it all.
That's
When
real.
I'm done eating, then like an hour later, I ask somebody to come give me some more food. Because I never want the feelings that food gives me to stop. So I just sit and eat for the rest of the day. Food is how I survive, you know? It's killing me in a lot of ways now. And if I didn't have that, I don't know what I would have done. I
Let's
know
go.
my food addiction had led me to this point.
Damn, girl,
Before
slow
many
down.
moments, my self-esteem was real low because of how big I was. And I still think I just ate and ate because I was depressed. My parents and my siblings talk to me about my weight all the time, but they enabled me because they always gave me food, you know.
Yeah, like the parents be playing a big ass part in it, but obviously you play a big part in it too. But then y'all can't be just giving her food and be like, damn, you need to chill out with this weight. When you're literally allowing her to be eating all of this, you're buying it for her. It would be different if she was buying it by herself, but you're buying it for her, and then you're telling her like, yo, you need to chill. At some point, if you truly love her, just don't buy it for her. Say, hey, I'm only gonna buy you healthy stuff. If you don't want it, starve. Like no, like you have to you gotta be hard. This is your sibling, this is your family. You love them, right? You gotta show them tough love.
But so I just put on weight as I got old. And by the time I was 10 or 11 years old, I was 140 pounds.
Damn.
I kept eating as much as I wanted, so I kept gaining. And when I started high school, I got into over 250 pounds at 14. So being that big made high school hard.
Oh,
I
I can
got
imagine.
teased and bullied a lot. And I didn't have a lot of friends, but I had boyfriends. When I was 16, I started dating someone, and he was abusive, physically, verbally, and emotionally. My self-esteem was already low. So I thought I was lucky to have his interest. Even though my boyfriend was abusive, I stayed with him. And I got pregnant when I was 16
Oh,
and had
no.
my son when I was 17. That's when I had Jacory. But
She probably gained so much weight as soon as she got a kid. Cause when people be big and they get pregnant, oh yeah, they gain 40, 50 pounds.
after I got pregnant and my boyfriend broke up with me, I was a single mother at 17.
Oh.
And with the pregnancy, I put on another 100 pounds.
Told you.
And I was up over 350.
Oh,
but with the
heavens.
stress of having a child then, I just kept eating to deal with it. You know, because I was terrified. I had to drop out of school, and I didn't know what I was gonna do. But thankfully, my mom helped me out some. I had help for a couple of years. But when I turned 19, I had a lot of tragedies change my life. In a span of a little over 2 years, I lost my dad, then my mom, my oldest sister, and my aunt. And it was really devastating for
Yeah.
me. It caused me to eat a whole lot.
And that's the thing, like when people go through stuff, what do? They go to the stuff that makes them feel a little better. And for her, it just happened to be food, which made her, kind of cope with the pain, but over time it's killing her. And that's the sucky thing about it, bro. These foods, bro, they're so addicting.
But once my parents was gone, I was homeless and I had nowhere to go. Me and my son slept at a metro bus stop until we met this woman, and she took me to the shelter for children and women. And that allowed me to get back on my feet for a bit. I was 21 then, but I didn't know how to raise a child and provide for myself. But the people there, they showed me how to take care of my son. Cameo was one of them, so that's how we met and became friends. And she always looked after me from that point on. But with the guidance from all of them, I became independent. And then while being at the shelter, I wound up dating someone, and I wound up pregnant with my oldest daughter. And they had a rule against being pregnant while I was there, so they kicked me out because I got pregnant while I was there. And I tried to do what I could to make a living. And I was 24 and around 500 pounds. So that made it hard for me to work consistently. So for the next 6 or 7 years, I either stayed with a friend or who I was dating. And I had 3 more children. My weight increased during that time.
I can
And
imagine.
I got to around 600 when I was in
Holy.
my early 30s. I was struggling, and I started to turn to alcohol.
Oh no,
And
that's
then
even
it
worse.
escalated from there. When I was 34, I met some people that was not good influences on my life. I turned to drugs because I was depressed and I was hanging around the wrong people. That time was my lowest point because all my addictions led me to lose my kids. At that point, Jacory was 18 and had gone out on his own, and I had my 4 other kids. And someone had reported me because of my addictions. And so CPS came and took my 3 youngest, and I was devastated. And I actually lost my mind, but it led me to a wake-up call. I got clean and sober for my kids then.
Okay.
But when I got rid of those addictions, it led me right back to food. Sobriety has made my weight increase. And I think at this point now, I'm back up to 600 pounds again.
Damn. That's the thing though, when you're on them drugs though, you don't be wanting to eat. But now she back to 600 quick because them habits, she never built good habits. Look at this shit.
Hey, girl, hey. I bought the food. Oh, thank you, girl.
Your niece is the whole family enabling her to be this fat. She just sits in a couch and they bring the food for her. And then they complain. Y'all be complaining why, oh my God, oh, she's getting too big. Y'all be buying the food for her. Say no.
Thankfully, my 3 youngest are with family, but I want to get them back. And that's not going to happen unless I get all the weight off me. But I have to break my food addiction to do that, and I don't know how to. That's how I get by, and that's all I do with my day. I sit on the couch and wait for my food, and then I eat till I want to pass out.
Wow.
And then shortly after that, I just do that again and again until it's time for me to go to bed. The next day, I do it all over again.
Of course you're going to be 600
Eating
pounds.
is my life.
My favorite, too. Oh, girl, look at that.
I know what you like.
My mouth is...
You know what she likes? Are you going to be saying this when she passes away because you were giving her a little bit too much what she liked? That's what you're going to be doing, right? Like, what are we doing, bro?
Oh, my God.
When my aunt calls me and tells me to bring her food, it's kind of conflicting because I want to tell her no.
Tell her
but then
no.
I know she's going to get angry.
Let her
so
get
I
angry.
just get it for her anyway. I do it because I love my auntie. But
No, you don't. You don't love her because when she dies, if you truly loved her, you would be hard on her. You wouldn't care. You would tell her no, even if she hated you or was mad at you. You would tell her no because you want to help her live a little longer. But you're just giving her all this shit. So do you really love her like that? You probably do love her, but come on. You doing this is not an act of self-love.
my aunt has to do better. And if my aunt keeps on eating like she does, death is the only outcome.
Look at her.
Auntie, is you gonna eat all that?
Girl, well, hell yeah. When I'm eating, I feel good. I feel happy. And it's the only time I feel like that. I want to be happy, so I never want to stop eating. Even when I'm full, I push myself to finish off the food that I have.
Wow.
To make sure it's all gone so no one will get it. So once I have what I want, I'm gonna eat it all no matter what. And I've never been able to change that,
It's good.
At some point, she's played a part in why she's 600 pounds. Like, although she's been through a bad stuff in life and all that, she played a part. Her kids are playing a part. Her family, whole family's playing a part for her being big. And if we keep going like this, she's gonna end up leaving this earth. But stay safe out there, man. Don't overindulge in overeating, bro. Cause that shit, I've done it before. It's not worth it. You feel horrible. You look horrible. It's not good. But you guys have a good day.